Good evening and welcome to another episode of A Contagious Smile Unstoppable. We have the redneck and the redhead. Hi there,
Really?
Mr. I'm healing from a gunshot wound.
I did have a gunshot
You
wound.
had a flippin', it wasn't even a graze.
A projectile exited someone else's gun.
Okay, the word graze is bigger than the little millimeter of a little dinky doo that's there. Hi, everyone. Welcome. By the time this gets out, we would have just celebrated International Women's Day. Yeah. So there you
Did we
have
have a
that.
men's day?
Every day is a man's day.
Damn right. That's how it should
That's
be.
because y'all are a pain in the ever living ass.
No, that's your daughter.
Who just told us what she wanted for her birthday?
Oh, yeah. Let's not go there. Ever.
Yeah, she's got this thing about tarantulas.
I would have rather motorcycle.
No.
Okay? Yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay, but no motorcycles. Absolutely not. No.
Woman's Day.
Is
My wife got nominated for Good God.
I did not get. Okay, it was
You
not a
were-
nomination.
No, I'm sorry. You were awarded
Okay, but not nominated.
this title that is 18,000 words.
It is not.
It's what is it? Victoria Cure, Best Lifetime Humanitarian for Survivor Advocacy and Empowerment in the U.S. of 2026. Now, how about that, y'all? Yay!
By who? Who awarded me this?
Uh,
Yeah, you don't even remember.
I don't remember. Women's. Oh no, it was
CEO.
CEO time.
Yeah, that's like a big thing. I didn't even know about him. Sorry, no disrespect.
So thank you, CEO Times.
Yeah, they did an article and everything. I didn't even know about it or just kind of ta-da!
If any of you multimillionaires out there
Want to help keep us open? Would
let's
love.
sponsor Victoria and keep her going and help promote A Contagious Smile and the Academy and all the books that are out there, please contact us and you can be our sponsor.
Because we can't keep going at the level we're going and we're funding it ourselves. That's kind of challenging. That is for sure. So we did record our episode with the amazing Joshua Hess.
Dr. Joe.
Oh, good God. He's hilarious. I would like to, and he follows our show. So, my good friend, I would like to invite you to come on more often. It took me like a year or 2 years to get him to come on. So, I'm putting out the invitation now. So, maybe we can get him by the end of the year again. I'd like to have him monthly, honestly. I mean, he's just a freaking riot. He's hysterical. He really is. And the radio voice is just
Perfect.
it's so like, and I think I'm really honestly, I'm okay with the fact that you two have a like little sexy bromance going on, like it's kind of fun to sit back and watch the two of you like drool over one another.
It's nice that he's confident in his masculinity.
As are you, because he's offered to deliver the baby for you.
Are you saying I'm fat?
No, he said you were pregnant.
So both y'all saying I'm fat.
I didn't say it. He said you were pregnant with quadruplets.
I only weigh 280. Okay?
What did you weigh when we dated?
Like 225-ish.
Okay.
So that's what, 60 pounds of sympathy weight?
Sympathy weight for what? I will call Faith.
No, leave that one alone.
Sympathy weight for what?
Being with y'all.
So you need sympathy to be with us, is what you're saying. I will
No.
call our child up here so fast.
Okay, I didn't put my foot in my mouth.
Yeah,
Let's
that's a
move on
big
to
foot
next.
there, 16. So let me ask you a question. Will you give me an honest answer?
Probably not.
Of course not. What's the name of your puppy you're getting?
Oh, I can't tell you yet.
We don't do that. You always say you don't keep secrets. So why would you be doing that now? Why won't you?
I'll name her Second Chance. No.
That doesn't even make sense in your world.
I don't know. I'm up in the air between at least two names.
The Emily Rose
Mm-hmm.
and Misty Rose.
Mm-hmm.
So you got rid of Chicken.
Yeah, you can call a dog Chicken.
Well, at first you said chicken noodle, and then you said they'll have nuggets.
They'll have chicken nuggets. Yes, poopies.
And like, I can't. I don't even know how sometimes with you. God, seriously.
You married me.
I did. I waited long enough.
Well, you had to. I was married before, twice.
When I dated you, I didn't know that.
No.
So just, I don't even have words, really.
Anyway, I know we're unscripted always, but do we have a subject to talk about tonight?
Yes, let's talk about stupid people that make my head hurt.
Stupid people that made my head hurt.
And I'm not talking about unintelligent. Well, I guess I am talking about unintelligence, but I'm not talking about like in a mental capacity. I'm talking about people who do things that you just need to take a big cup of shut up, right? Like last night, as you guys have your movie night,
Mhm.
right? They have movie night every Saturday night. And I absolutely love it. And we record on Sundays and Wednesdays. And so by the time you get this and hear it, it's at least Monday. But I was like, listen, it's that whole change your clock, mess up our whole system thing. And I am not going to look at the clock at 2 and watch it go from 2 to 3, right? Because that's just crazy. And so, of course, it's what happens. And our daughter Faith comes up and says, can I talk to you for a minute? And she tries to get words in between his snoring. And she tells me about some things that were said to her when she was little by my egg and sperm donor that just came to her out of nowhere. And quite frankly, I mean, I want Michael to be honest, not that he wouldn't be anyway. It's stupid. I mean, it's stupid. Everybody who knows Faith knows that she has been through hell in a handbasket. She is a warrior. She is. I mean, she is amazing. She's overcome so much medically. It's unheard of. And anybody who's been through that and has the heart she has, it's like a diamond in the rough. Really. It really is. She's so spectacular and amazing. And one other thing about narcissistic people, and one thing we've never really talked about is narcissistic grandparents because a lot of people wonder, are you going to be the same to the grandchild as you are to the children? And to learn that they said things that were so out of line and so wrong just to try to put boundaries that are not theirs to place is just unacceptable. I mean, it is. And what is your take and thoughts on
To say that, the grandparents,
that? That title doesn't even fit them because there's nothing grand about them and there's nothing parental about them. So, you know,
you know, once they go through their own child, they perfected it. So they know what to do when it comes to the grandkid. And to use grandchildren who have medical conditions is absolutely below the bottom of the barrel. I mean that's just so wrong to put that child out in front of the public and say things like, "Oh, look what I've had to deal with as a grandfather."
you had no idea what it's like to deal with.
Right? Look at all the mess I've had to cover up or I've had to pay for.
But has it paid for it?
You
I
know,
mean, let's be real. But
look what I've been, and it's just so low. I wish there was a word for it, but I don't think there is.
you could make up one. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
No, there's nothing super about them. Superficial,
See, it fits.
super assholes. Yeah, I don't know, but folks, don't use your loved ones as a way to get in to places or to get into someone's heart or someone's bed.
Like, oh, there's a wait. It's 45 minutes for you to come in and get a table at the restaurant. Oh, I have a special needs granddaughter, and if she doesn't eat, then she could pass out and faint. Oh my God, sir, we'll get you the next table.
Right?
I mean, this was stuff that would be done in that duration of period of time. And that is so just ridiculous. Ridiculous. And the thing is we don't put 2 cents towards them or think about them in that aspect or regard. But she wanted to tell us what had come into her mind that she hadn't thought about in a while. And, we always want her to come to us with anything and talk with us. And so that's what she did. And, for the very short period of time, because it's been years and years, and then we had like a, what, 3 week period of time that they talked to us because they wanted something. And it was, you have no idea what it's like to take care of somebody that's going through this. And I said, well, if your wife is so challenging, why don't you put her in a facility that'll care for her? I am not paying for that out of my money. Are you crazy? I'm not doing, and it was just, you have no idea. Well, are you doing this? Are you doing this to care for her? Are you, no, I'm not doing any of that. Nope, nope, I'm not doing that either. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And it's like, well, then what are you complaining about? What are you bitching about? For him to say you have no idea what it's like to take care of someone who's been through anything like this, and you just want to look at them and be like, is the light on? Is the light on in there? And it's not. And they only come around when they want something, which is the same as your family. They've done the same thing. Like, we went years without hearing from your dad, and then we got a phone call that
Yeah.
said, hey, nobody wants me and I need a place to go.
Right. So, for those y'all listening, my wife has written several new books here recently. If you've read any of them, I would like to hear from you.
That means you got to check your email.
I have one here.
Life.
One of her books is Healing After Narcissistic Abuse 101 Questions. Now, how relevant is that book?
Pick up a book, pick it up and pull a question out of nowhere.
Hang on, let me put on my old man glasses.
You got to put on your eyes.
They're my red-headed wife. All right.
And each part of the book is its own section, so you need to keep that in mind.
Page 203. The title reads, When they played more than one role in your life. Question number 576. When you strip away every role you played for others, who are you at your core? And what qualities feel the most true to your spirit? Question 585. What does it feel like to imagine living a life where you are no longer defined by what hurt you? Damn. Just damn.
Just go somewhere else in the book. Pick something else out.
Wow. That's all right.
And it's weird, not weird as in weird, but like, I'm one of these people, like for Christmas, I got everybody a book, 1001 Things, Would I Rather. And I love it because I wish my grandparents had done something like that because you could live on the tiniest memories of them. Like, it asks a question, would you rather eat rice or potatoes with your chicken? Or, and it's a fun thing to do because it makes you remember like the little things. And you could pass that book on. And I had gotten everybody one for Christmas. And I just think that it's a way to really make you think and put things out. And once you put stuff down in writing and it becomes more real. And so one of the things that I learned going through everything that I've been through was writing it out was therapeutic for me. But in the beginning, before my training and schooling and certifications and all that, I didn't know where to begin because I was like all over the place. Do I want to, go about this? And oh my God, this is bringing a horrible memory back and this and that. So I did this book so that you could do it at your own pace. You could pick it up when you want, you could put it down when you want, and you can go back and reflect when you need to. And it lets you, who, when I say this, it's so important, it lets you be in control, which is something that we have not been in for a while until we get out and become survivors and warriors. So this gives you all of the control. It gives you all of the power. It gives you the ability to pick it up and work on it when you want and put it down and walk away when you need.
So here's one. Question 757. What practical skills or strengths did you underestimate because they constantly minimized your abilities?
Every single thing about myself.
Right?
Because I was never good enough. I never could accomplish enough. And, one of the things I learned in one of my school courses was, and I know where we're going with this, a person and they asked this question, do any of you work like around the clock? Do any of you find yourself working when everybody else is doing other things? Like your friends, your family, they might be out doing other things. Are you constantly feeling the need to constantly work to get more accomplished? Absolutely. Like I think that's me to a T, right?
Hmm.
And it's because we feel as if we've never been told we're good enough, we'll never accomplish enough, we're never going to accomplish what we want, that kind of thing. And it's almost us pushing ourselves way above what's necessary. And I agree with that tenfold because my husband will come in and be like, you need to take a break. I can't right now. I can't right now. I can't right now. I gotta work. I gotta work. I gotta work. And that's what I do. And I'm like, that's spot on. When that 3 week period of time, we'll talk about it on my end, when it was like 5 or 6 magazines that I was in, different magazines, and Women's Weekly. I was on the cover of their magazine during this period. My husband took them to my sperm and egg donor and said, look at your daughter. Look at all, she's accomplished. And this is only in like the last month. They never even touched one of the magazines, yet alone picked it up,
Hmm.
right?
Right.
They didn't even want to read the articles. They didn't want to see it. And they didn't even ask for a copy of it. They didn't say, hey, I'm really proud. Can I have one of these? I've never heard I'm proud of you ever, like from them on anything.
Yeah. So here's one 768. When you imagine feeling secure in your finances, home, or personal responsibilities, what changes within you?
Why don't you answer that question?
Well, I mean, hell, you were in a narcissistic family where they controlled everything. They had the power. They had
But
the
I had my own money.
to kick you out of the
But they were getting
residence.
compensated for us being there.
Right. But to know that they could kick you out at any time
Right.
and you'd have to, basically struggle to get by.
I was struggling.
It just to me that would be a very proud sense inside me to know that hey, doing this on my own doesn't matter what age you are. Life happens. Situations arise. We understand that.
Why don't you answer a question about yourself?
Oh Lord, let me
801.
801. Just because
Eight's my favorite number.
that's what popped in your head.
Sure.
801. What emotion do you feel ready to explore more openly, and what makes that possible today? What emotion? Hmm. I would say love.
Oh, Lord.
What? I love you. I love you.
Are you in love with me?
I am in love with you, woman. And I love that little girl down yonder. And unfortunately, I love these two dogs here too. And we're gonna get two more dogs.
That are sleeping completely through the night.
But I didn't do love, right? I mean, as a teenager, you're gonna tell your first girlfriend, "Oh, I love you," right?
It took me years to get you to say I love you to
You're
me
gonna
at the
say, "I
beginning.
love you" a few more times before you find your soulmate, right? Now, I was in lust, but I wasn't in love.
The
I'm married in lust twice.
first,
Twice.
you were in lust with the first one?
Well, I was fresh out of high school, remember?
Okay, but I saw what she looked like in the first, at that age.
Yes.
And you were in lust with her?
Back then.
Did you have glasses?
No, I'm wearing glasses now. Thank you very much.
Did you need
I
glasses?
probably did.
Seriously?
Seriously. So I think now that I'm able to admit that I'm in love, even with your spunky ass attitude, I'm still in love with you, woman.
That's because I speak English.
You're hilarious.
Well, most of yours didn't.
Huh? I wonder how many people are laughing.
Well, you didn't even know the name of 80% of them.
At 75.
80.
You weren't there.
Yes, I was. I was just in a parking lot somewhere else without knowledge.
Okay, you were there.
I mean, you don't even remember 88% of their names.
You're absolutely right.
That is so sad.
It is sad, and I've regretted it.
That is so sad.
I'm not.
But you know
I'm not
what?
proud of it.
That is not necessarily a reflection. It's partially a reflection of you, but a lot to do with your parents. You know that,
Oh
right?
God, yes. Oh yeah.
Because first of all, your mom was a whore, and everybody I've ever met has said that,
So
including
it's
your dad.
genetic.
Well, maybe like sometimes it skips generations because I think I'm more of a prude and I grew up with the error of my
Yeah.
grandparents, right? Like no matter what, you would never see me dressing inappropriately or whatever. I would never wear anything that I wouldn't want my child to wear, right?
Yeah.
And so that's, really important. And I just, I don't know. It's kind of like it, you pick up a lot of habits based on your upbringing,
Mhm.
right? And thank God I picked up a lot of my grandparents' habits. But your mom and dad were both put in the adjective. Say it. No, go ahead.
Promiscuous.
That's a big word for both of them.
Oh, okay.
They were both what?
Promiscuous.
I'm helping you. I'm doing therapy for you right now. You would, but when you're not on air, you say another word that doesn't even have four letters in it.
Horse.
That's more than four letters. You say ho, but whatever. I mean, you learn by that, and that bothers me because it makes me realize that you didn't have a lot of self-esteem growing up, and that's horrible.
Oh God. If you had known me as a teenager, I had none.
But see, the thing is, and what I love about Faith is Faith will walk up and be like, I know I'm hot. I know I'm beautiful. Because there's not a day that goes by I do not tell her that she is not gorgeous. She is beautiful inside and out. And she's stunning. She is. But there is, a big difference. And like when I was in high school, I never got asked out. You saw pictures of me in high school. I never got asked out. Why are you making that face?
Because you look good.
I was white.
You're still white.
Right, but back then you
Okay,
liked
folks, the running joke here.
it's not a joke. It's an actual it's oh, let me do it. Ready, Josh? Are you ready? Oh, that's a fact.
All right, Josh. I
Preferred
preferred
a buffet,
non-white women
a buffet
in my past life.
of Latino, Asian,
Pick a country
Filipino.
in there.
He's been all over the UN.
So
I'm like the only white woman.
there were some other white women.
You made them lesbians and bus drivers.
And oh, that's a fact. There, Dr. Joe. I have made a couple women lesbians.
Including our daughter.
Okay, let's put that in reference. Okay.
She said that because you were such a slut whore, that she has insecurities that a man could be faithful to her. And she said that that made her a lesbian, even though we know it wasn't what made her a lesbian, but she likes to blame him for it. So,
And I'm okay with that, y'all. Okay with my daughter being gay.
lesbian.
Les-
Gay is male,
Lesbian.
lesbian is female.
Whatever. To me, it's the same thing.
No. So when my brother had his first excitement about you, that's
You have to go there?
well, that's complimentary.
No, I don't think so.
Why? He didn't touch you. Maybe in his mind.
For me to know that another man had a wet dream about me, no, that's not complimentary for me.
You were smoking hot back then, and he had
Is
good
that a fact?
taste. It is a fact. He has good taste, apparently, because he thought you were all that in the donut bag of chips you came with.
Because I was a cop?
Hey,
There's got to be a donut?
he just wanted to see your nightstick.
Are you serious? I'm in a timeout.
Okay.
So be sure to check out my wife's reward in the very beginning of this podcast.
No, it's on victoriacure.com, and we're
Got
trying
it
to
up there
link.
now? Okay.
It is. That website is updated often.
Is a great place to go to pick up some of her latest books that she's written. Y'all, this woman is a machine.
Here we go.
Phenomenal. And some of her writing is, I know I'm a big tough guy, but some of her writing has made me teary-eyed.
What?
Because it's just beautiful the way she writes. She writes for these magazines. She writes books.
Okay, hold on. I don't write for all the magazines. Like I don't write for the magazine that
I
I
said
was just on the cover on or
no,
anything like that.
but you write for four,
Four magazines, four different magazines.
but you've been in nine, 10,
I've been in 11.
11. See, I ain't got that many damn toes yet.
I don't have that many fingers.
Ha ha.
So I am currently, of course you are, working on another book I started yesterday. And it's talking about life after domestic violence, like the emotional and psychological trauma that comes with domestic violence. What happens after you leave? So many people think, oh, you're out. Now we don't have to hear about it anymore. Why did you choose to stay? Why didn't you leave? Blah, blah, blah. And they think because you walked out and shut the door on the relationship that all of it is behind you, which is the biggest crock of crap you've ever heard in your life, because that is absolutely not the case. And this book will really give you the inside of what it is, how to expect, what to expect, that kind of thing. Yeah, I started it yesterday and I'm figuring out that it's gonna, I know he's gonna say this. I'm guessing it's gonna be about 12 chapters by the time it's done.
Okay.
I'm waiting on him to say, and what chapter are you already
So
writing?
that's what, 350 pages?
I don't know. I don't know how much it, like,
Started yesterday,
I did.
halfway done today.
No, I'm almost finished with chapter 10.
Uneffing. Well,
I'm almost done with chapter 10.
you got one hand.
Yeah.
I type 45 words a minute. How do you start a book yonder
Yester yonder?
and almost complete it by
Because
today?
I work crazy. I worked on this book like 6 hours last night. And then it's easier. Like I, honest to God, really believe that if I ever wrote like a fic a fiction book, it would take me months and months and months. Like the fact that it's all of truth is why it's so easy for me because it just flows and it's all true and it's all what to expect and what will happen and things like that. So it just flows because it's natural and it's the realization of what happens when you go through this, right? But if I was to write like some book that's fictitious, I think it would
Like
take
James
me.
Patterson does?
He doesn't write on a computer. He writes on napkins and paper and stuff like that. But I think if I was to write a fictitious book, it would take me forever because I couldn't remember the characters, right off the bat. I would have to have like cheat sheets of each character and who they are, what they look like, whatever, whatever. I think I'd be very repetitive in my book because I wouldn't remember what I'd said previously. But when it's all factual, it just comes and flows and is, right as rain. So it just makes sense.
Hmm.
And I think that's why it's easier for me. Like when I did my first book, my memoir, Who Kicked First, it took me 10 years. Well, it took me 10 years because I didn't have the cojones to get it out. Number one. Number two is I started it when Faith was in the NICU.
Mm-hmm.
And it was because I was being I was being, I can't even talk. I was being
Interrogated?
interrogated. Thank you. I was being interrogated left, right, and center from everybody from the police to lawyers to CID to you name it. It was happening. And it was who saw him break your nose? Where were you then? What were you wearing? What time of day was it? What was the weather? And nobody knows what freaking weather it is when your face is bashed up. I'm sorry, but you don't. And so, and more importantly, I'm sitting there with my daughter, right, who is fighting for her life at that moment. I'm in a wheelchair. I'm all disfigured everywhere. And the one thing is, I am not going to tell you who is at my 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 1 o'clock. I don't know because I'm not paying attention to that. I'm paying attention to the fact that I'm yet again getting nobody to be on my side and help me and protect me and my unborn child at that point. So I started to write on my laptop. I started to cry and scream into the keyboard, is what I did. And that was my therapy. I was all alone. I had no one. No one was sitting with me. No one was holding my hand. And I was praying on constant repeat that if my daughter survived, I offered my soul to Satan for eternity. I did. I literally said, I will be damned to hell for my entire afterlife if you let me have this life here with her. Because I know I'm meant to be a mom. Save her, and I will sacrifice myself. And I did. I said that all the time because that little girl was and still is my heart. And I didn't have anybody to sit there with me while I cried. And she was in a medically induced coma and you couldn't stimulate her. And so I had rattle socks on her. So if she moved, her little feet would rattle. And all I could do is let her hold my pinky. I couldn't rub her hand. I couldn't do anything. So I sang to her all the time. I read stories to her. I told her all about my grandparents, and how that picture over her head and that little incubator were and still remain her guardian angels and that they are there to protect her. We prayed together all day long. I had the chaplain in there praying with me every single day. And it was just nobody was there to help me. Like, I had a dear friend who it was weeks and weeks after that I had him come up and help. And it was like my brother. Not my actual brother, but like he was a best friend, like brother who has committed suicide. And I've talked about it on the show before, only a few years ago. And he would go do my laundry for me and bring me up clothes. And, this was somebody that I made her uncle. And, the only real fight we ever had was give me his address, right? And I was not going to be tied to that. Nope. I'm human and I'm not perfect and I'm not one to provide karma, but I do want to hear about it, right? I'm not going to be the cause of it. I'm not going to be the reason that it transpires, but I like to hear it. I'm not perfect. And so I started to put thoughts down, about certain things and what day. And so like one specific time I remember I was being interrogated and and my husband will tell you, I still get chronic, horrific headaches. I have what's called secondary concussion syndrome from all of the concussions I had. And one of the times I was being interrogated, I literally remember Faith was starting to code and I heard, code blue. And literally had like stepped out of the room. I mean, she was in the NICU and they had private rooms and then they had one big room. And I was maybe 5 feet from the door of her room with her door open so I could see her because when I was being interrogated, I didn't even want her to hear what was going on, but I could visually see her. And when she coded, I immediately tried to go back in the room and they were like, no, you need to answer our question. You need to answer our question. And I had given them the wrong date and it was off by a day. Right. So instead of like, he broke my nose on March 18th, I had said March 17th or whatever. Right. And it was, oh, you got the day wrong. So maybe it wasn't even him who did it. Maybe somebody else broke your nose. I know what he looks like. I know it was him. And the thing is that if somebody is on the stand or if somebody is being interrogated or somebody is being questioned, if they got every single answer spot on, dead true, then there is something a little wonky about it. I got the day wrong. I was wrong. I'm human. I made that mistake. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm watching my daughter code. She's turning gray. I don't give one rat's ass that you're standing here interrogating me at this time. You can take a hop off a bridge for all I care at this point. What matters to me is 5 feet right there. And you get interrogated constantly. Well, why isn't anybody interrogating him? Why isn't anybody asking him? So when you have the opportunity to write things down, do it, right? Go do it. I tell people a lot of the time, if you have like a big trash can or a dumpster, take a glass and then get like 3 or 4 black trash bags and put the trash bags in each other and in each other and in each other. And then take the glass and put it in the trash bag and then just throw it inside of the dumpster, right? So if it shatters, it's not going to be at you. It's going to be all in that glass and that trash bag. And you have enough plies in there that it won't come through and cut you. And help release your stress, right? And the fact that people that are abusers, and you can testify to this all day long, when an officer goes to the scene, they're so calm. right at that point. 99% of the time, they're so calm while the victim is like, this is what he did again, and he's gonna get, and they look at us like we're hostile. They look at us like we're, the mouthy ones while they're just chilling with a beer, cutting up with the officer. And so we're the ones that, are the ones they need to look at. And the whole dimension of how domestic violence is handled as a whole in this country is bent. That's my four-letter word, and it's not the one I would like to say. It's not, because nothing from it occurring at all, it shouldn't happen at all, number one, all the way to attempting to get help, to getting refuge, to getting relief, never ever comes easily. It's always an issue, and you just can't seem to get someone to take care of you the way you deserve.
For those of y'all interested in her backstory, go to victoriacure.com and grab that book she was just mentioning, Who Kicked First. Those are her memoirs of what was transpiring back then, what happened. And because she lived it, it is the truth. It's not fictional. It's something that she went through. And it is very hard read, but you will learn more about Victoria. You'll learn a little bit about faith. And yeah.
And the thing is as hard as it is to read, it was incredibly healing for me to do it. And I've never reread the book. I've said that numerous times.
I've never read it to begin with.
I've never reread it. Her initial godmother, who was a doctor, read it, and she'd be like, "Oh my God, I'm on this page." And I'm like, "Tell me a sentence of the page." And she'd tell me. And then I would just say, "Oh, da 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 da." And she's like, looks at me and she goes, "You don't have a copy of the book." I'm like, "I don't need it." And she's like, "This is verbatim." Like verbatim. My therapist that I saw for and had been seeing for decades would say something, and she's like, "You tell me the same story verbatim in detail every time, and there's not anything off." And it's because it's the truth. And you don't have to recall the truth. The truth is there. You don't have to try to remember exactly what happened because you know. And I couldn't edit Who Kicked First. And so one of the very first things in the book is an apology for the grammatical errors, because it is not formatted like the rest of the books. It's not in order of like, it's not like a book you would get at Barnes and Nobles or, anything like that, because it's not how it was written. It was written as a journal. It was never written to be released. And I had a respiratory therapist saying, "You're doing an injustice if you don't put it out there."
Mm-hmm.
And I realized that maybe that person was right. And then when I did a speaking engagement and someone said, "Your book saved my life," it was worth it just for that right there. And so the book is not grammatically correct. I understand that. But then again, if you really read the book and you see what I endured and what I went through, now that I've had people tell me about it, I would honestly say that if the book was grammatically correct with the correct punctuation and, paragraphs and spacing and things like that, to me, it wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be the same. And that's why over all the years, one of the two reasons I honestly never re-released it, because number one, I'd have to read it to correct the grammar. I'd have to reread it to put the paragraphs in correct form. And I don't think I could. I don't think I could go through it and read it again. I can't. I reread everything I write except that.
So y'all be sure to get a copy of Who Kicked First. It's on Amazon. It's through our website. It's also on victoriacure.com.
Are you about to fall asleep again?
No, my eyes are burning. It's the fan.
It's not the fan.
It is the fan.
No, it's not.
It's pollen.
From what?
It's allergy season.
Hey, you know what you could do? You could take the book right there and take a moment and read a page or two from our new released of Stucco Squad, book one.
Oh, let me grab it.
He's the best story reader.
No, I suck at it.
I
get tongue tied. Good thing these are children's books.
Then you should be fine.
I need a pop up. I can read that.
I bet you would like a pop up.
All right. Choose Your Brave, book one in the Stucco Squad series.
Tell them about the cover and the back cover, because I think they're so cute.
An interactive book where you decide what to do. We got little Miss
Rosie
thing there.
Rosie.
Red hair and her super cape and
purple glasses.
yes. besides Stucco, who also has a cape.
Stucco's the best. Him and
The
Rusty
book
are.
is written by Victoria Cure. You didn't put in there that I edited.
You didn't. You didn't even see the book until it was done.
All right.
He's so full of it.
See, my eyes burning because of the fan.
Whatever.
The lights turn off at bedtime. Your room feels very quiet. Your tummy feels a little wiggly. What could you do? What?
Everybody can see this because, first of all, he's wearing a Contagious Smile Unstoppable podcast T-shirt that we have, and next thing you know, he's reading it like your tummy is a little wiggly, and he's rubbing his belly like, ooh, it's a little wiggly.
This is animated. Okay.
I know, I wrote it.
What could you do? A. Hug your stuffed animal. B. Turn on a small nightlight. C. Take 3 slow, deep breaths. D. Call for someone you trust. I choose my brave.
And which one would you choose?
I would.
If you took 3 breaths, you'd be asleep.
The lights went out. It's
You'd be
very
asleep.
quiet, and my tummy is wiggly.
Your tongue is wiggly.
I'm gonna call for someone to turn on the light to go get me something to eat.
Oh my Lord in heaven! All right, pick another page throughout the book. I love this book. I love these books. I think they're fantastic.
They're fun. They're really good for kids. All right. Uh-oh is the title. I've had a few uh-ohs before. This one time.
At band camp, when you crapped on yourself at Chick-fil-A. See, we're always on the same page. Always.
It was on the same wall, the ceiling, the stall, the toilet.
Did you clean it up after?
No, you had to haul ass.
You made some poor kid clean up your shit?
What are you supposed to do?
Clean it up!
Anyway.
You are nasty. That's a hazmat situation.
You're right, it was. All right.
I'm glad you weren't at Wendy's leaving a Frosty.
Here we go. You turn around. Wait. What? Why are you cackling over there?
You turn around and...
Our listeners want animated stories.
You're jumping and your whole physicality is changing, but they can't see it.
You turn around. Wait. What? Where did they go? The shelves look taller. The lights feel brighter. Your heart goes thump, 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 thump.
What does it go?
Thump, 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 thump. What could you do? A. Stay right where you are.
Freeze!
B. Look for someone with a name tag.
Because somebody could see you spinning around looking.
C. Say, I need help.
Yes, you do.
D. Take 1 slow breath. And remember, you are not alone.
Dun, dun, dun.
I choose my brave.
What do you choose?
It's got a picture of a little girl standing in what looks like to be the supermarket aisle with her little dog Stucco. And she's turning around like, where did my parents go? Where's my mommy, my dad?
Look who came up. My Stucco.
There's Stucco. Come to the rescue. Good boy. I choose Stucco. Hi, buddy.
Come here, baby.
Come on. Let me lift up the microphone cord.
He's Stucco butt. Baby. He's a mama's boy. That's right. Come to mama.
He's a big fat mama's boy
Shut
now.
Front door. Hi, baby.
Couple too many treats. So this is great for you and your little ones. If you're a dad like me, this is great.
And then it's not big words. You'll be fine.
That's right. So y'all pick up the Stucco Squad series. Victoria Cure.
Did you really just throw it down like that?
Well, I kind of flopped it.
And this is for ages. You would know this if you did edit the book, Mr. Fancy
It
Pants.
doesn't say.
Yes, it does. It's 4 to 8.
I keep forgetting that.
And then the next series is called
Michael's Talented
Tongue? No.
Toga Party.
Oh yeah, people are loving that toga. It's the Stucco Society. And in book
Stucco Society.
yeah, it's like a club. And in book
Sounds like
11, stop it. In book 11 of the Stucco Squad, they graduate into the society. And so we start talking for kids 7 to 10 about other issues that are a little more age appropriate.
Oh, I see.
And then we're going to go to the next age group.
Of course you are.
Then the next age group. And then the next age group.
Until they're all doctors, lawyers, and scientists.
Oh, my.
Stucco's getting his neck scratched right now, y'all. He's a good dog. So we have 2 female puppies coming here.
They're going to be candy canes. Because
Coming.
Stucco and Rusty
Candy
are
cane.
because Stucco and Rusty are the rare red golden retrievers, and
Yeah.
our 2 new girls that are coming, which must be really odd for you, are both white.
They're Blanca.
They're white. They're both purebred white golden retrievers, and so white and red are the candy canes. So how cute are they? You're gonna have way too. I don't think you've ever had that many white people around.
Ha ha, you're hilarious.
I'm just saying.
So yeah. Grab them books up, y'all. My wife, obviously, she can write the hell out of a book, but that's beside the point. She put a lot of heart and soul into these. Come on, you can go.
It's my boy. He's a mama's baby. He's a good boy, unlike his daddy. Isn't that right? Yeah. What does Stucco do when you try to get close to mommy? It's so fun.
Oh, Stucco pushes me away. He is super jealous.
He loves his
I
mama.
can't hug or kiss my wife without this boy getting in between us.
And Rusty, what does Rusty do? Be my other boy. He's so gentle. He's a big
Rusty
boy.
comes up and slaps him with his big old paw.
Right in the no-nos.
Yeah.
Rusty's big. His paw has always been like bigger than my hand. He's a big boy. But with us, he is a gentle giant.
He's very gentle.
That's what Faith calls him, is a gentle giant. But you come anywhere near us, and that dog is like, no joke. You would think he's like a pit bull. He don't play around.
But y'all,
Especially Faith. He's so protective of Faith.
don't misconstrue what my wife's saying about golden retrievers.
Oh my God, they're the best dog.
So docile.
They're our
Good
babies.
dogs.
They're our babies.
They got a good bark.
And very
That
loud.
comes up,
Very loud bark.
but they're just gentle. They've never done anything wrong.
No, they're amazing, but they're very protective of who they love too. They're very sweet. They're very sweet. So what are you going to accomplish this week?
Oh, we started making some more bracelets.
Yeah.
We're going to be officially putting them out there this week,
Okay.
and we'll let folks know how they can get some.
How they can get some.
Mm-hmm. Come get some. What?
It sounds like a tarantula talking.
No, it's redneck talk.
So you're making bracelets. I think you need to make like a round and have a golden retriever puppy on it. I think that would be huge. Right, baby? Yeah. You're such a handsome boy. You're such a handsome boy. You want to say hi, Stucco? Say hi. You give kisses? You giving kisses? He's such a good baby. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I love you.
Oh,
Can you say that on air?
I love you. Like a fat kid loves cake. I love you.
So now I'm fat.
No, I didn't say you. I said like a fat
So
kid loves
say you're
cake.
fat.
Yeah.
And I love cake.
Well,
Are you saying I love to eat?
you do like chocolate cake.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
let's not go there.
Uh-huh.
That's my shit.
What?
Isn't that song? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's my shit.
What are you trying to sing?
I don't know. I'm going to keep my day job.
What is that?
So, Dr. Joe, obviously,
Dr. Joe. It's
we
not
are
Dr. Joe.
off the cuff. His name is Dr. Joshua Hess.
It's Joshua Hess.
Yes. And look, my friend, everything doesn't have to be scripted. Doesn't have to be correctly on a timeline.
That's why he's overdue for delivery.
Just get on there and do it, my friend. I have faith in you, buddy. And for those of y'all who want to know how to start podcasting, my wife has put out a course on the Academy.
Of course, she has put out a course. Little baby.
So y'all jump on the Academy. A contagiousmile.mn.co. That's a contagiousmile.mn.co. MNC.
Yeah.
I slaughtered it.
Yeah. Try again.
But
Look at this.
you can get on the official website of contagiousmile.com, and the Academy is one of the tabs up in the top.
Top what?
Up in the top.
Where?
It's up top. You change it all the time.
Do not. You haven't checked because you going. Wah, wah. You sound like Beaker.
Right.
You sound like Beaker when you're like. Wah, wah, wah.
That was not. That's not Beaker.
What does Beaker sound like?
Not like that.
What does Beaker sound
You're
like?
thinking about Charlie Brown and the teacher.
Okay, fine, whatever. But that's what you sound like. Or you could be like a minion. What?
Minions.
I love my minions. I was thrilled when I got to kiss my minion on the Make-A-Wish trip. That was the shit. I got to kiss a minion. And Faith got to beat up Vector. Like her and Vector was like, yeah. And I walked up and I was like, ooh, I get to kiss a minion. And he went, And I was like, oh, yeah. And I deserved it after having to go over to SpongeBob in the stupid pants. Hate that thing. Yeah, he grabbed my butt.
I thought it was Patrick.
No, I stood next to Patrick because I told SpongeBob, shouldn't you be like, in a trash compact by now? And it's child labor laws because you're a kid and you're working underage. You should be like 1,800 pounds. I hate SpongeBob SquarePants. I think it's dumb. And if you can only imagine my 6'3" husband, 6'3" husband, walking through a parking lot when we dated back in 1810 and saying, we're going to go to a movie. And here I am all excited that I'm going to a movie with my hot boyfriend. And he walks up in a bright ass yellow, and I mean yellow.
That's yeller.
Yellow SpongeBob SquarePants t-shirt. And oh my God. Oh my God. I think I stopped right where I was and I said, you've got to be kidding me. And you're like, no, we're going to go see SpongeBob. Are you kidding me right now? You never let me pick a movie in the theater ever. Now I know why. It's because you had frickin' Frat and all the other ones. So now I know why you didn't let me pick any of them. But we sat in SpongeBob and I said, oh, great, I'm going to go to sleep because I cannot believe you're making me. We're the only ones in there. And the whole time you sang every song in my ear as loud as you possibly could. You were so excited. You even got up and shaked your booty rump with the SpongeBob. I wanted to crawl under the seat. Luckily, nobody was there. But you thought it was a downright riot. It was hilarious. You loved it. You were such about SpongeBob. It was just... Ugh. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Are you done?
Maybe now. Wait, one more. Yeah, I'm good.
What else you got for us, Victoria?
I am going to be on a live show tomorrow night for amputees as the guest speaker, and that's very exciting. And got a lot of stuff going on. We get our puppy Saturday.
What about our guest speaker we just had on the other night? We've been talking about Dr. Joe.
His podcast will come out here in the next few weeks. And Amir
Yes.
will be joining very, very soon. We have our date scheduled, and then we'll see how fast I release that one. I'm so excited. You understand? It's like a little kid at Christmas, right? And I can't wait because he's so much fun. He's so much fun. I've gone back and looked at all the videos he sent Faith and I, and I mean, his personality is just amazing. He's hilarious. And
I'd like to see him how he is on Broadway. I'm sure he's a riot there.
I would love to see him perform live. Like, seriously, I would love for him to be, bringing my book to life, but I just don't know who he would be. I would love to have him in the book, but I don't ever want to see him as like idiot,
Yeah.
Maybe he could play you. Maybe.
Yeah, I'd like to see him as a cop.
Well, that's what the blacklist is for. He's played a doctor and a cop.
Well, yeah.
Can you even say his name from where he was in the blacklist? Do you know his last name on the show?
Amir Mustabai. Did I say it right?
Ram.
Aram Mustabai.
He was.
Y'all forgive I'm redneck. I can't talk right.
He is stellar actor, phenomenal. I'm like so excited to have that opportunity. Maybe you'll be invited, but he's co-hosting at least with me and Faith.
That's fine.
No, you could
I'll
partake.
in the background.
You can. You can say hi, maybe. No. No, if it was, James Spader or, Johnny Depp, whatever. Do you know I just learned something about Johnny Depp that I did not know?
That's unfathomable.
Eric Dane, who is McSteamy,
Sure.
who just died from ALS, who did the most amazing, interview that he did not want released until he passed, right? And the end was like 6.5 minutes of a message to his daughters, and it was tear jerking. Like it was the sweetest thing. You have to watch it. Like I know you're not gonna like you need to watch it. It's you need to love. Like people, everybody needs to watch this. The authenticity of it. It's so genuine and loving, and more men need to do this kind of thing especially for their daughters. It is so. This is what we're gonna do when we're finished recording. You got to watch it. It's so sweet. I found out that Johnny Depp, for unless this is false, which I don't believe it would be because this is exactly something that Johnny Depp would do. He had him live with him and he helped take care of him while he was going through this last bit.
Oh yeah.
This is what the people were saying is that he was, right there helping him. And that's just, I mean, he gets such a bad rap for so many things, but look at all the stuff he does. Look at all the heart Johnny Depp has. I mean, come on now. He always talks about what a loving experience it is that everywhere he goes, he brings Captain Jack. And he doesn't ask, he just shows up at the hospital. He just shows up. And he says, it's not fair that he gets that feeling of satisfaction. He wants to pass it on to the kids. But instead, he gets such a great feeling from being able to go and do that. And what a gift that is. I mean, to go in and do that. And he doesn't want the recognition for who he is. He wants to go in and make a kid smile. That's all he wants, right? I mean, what a stand-up person. And then to go through everything he's been through, he has had, his best friend, one of his best friends was River Phoenix, who died of a drug overdose. And everything that he's gone through, just and he keeps going. He's just an amazing person. Yes, he's had his ups and downs, but who hasn't? Who hasn't, had some run of bad luck? Why did you wink at my dog?
Because he looked at me.
Because he's like, don't touch my mom. So if anybody has a way to get a hold of Johnny Depp, and it's not because, let me make that very clear, it's not because he's Johnny Depp, like the actor, the phenomenon, the amazing actor Johnny Depp. It's because of who he is, like as a person, who he is and who he is as the fact of a survivor of domestic violence, the fact that he lives to bring smiles to children who are in a medical difficulty, right? It's that person that I would love to talk to. Of course, if he said, I'll come on, but you have to help promote my movie, nobody needs to help him promote nothing because it's going to be amazing. But I want the Johnny Depp that has been the survivor, the thriver, the warrior, the one that literally goes to trial for something he did not do and then leaves and goes to the kids' hospital just to put a smile on a child's face and asks for nothing in return. So many snobby Hollywood people wouldn't do it. They wouldn't go at all. And if they did, they wouldn't go in character, right? They would want all the fame and notoriety of who they are walking through the halls. Well, a lot of people don't realize that if it wasn't for your fans, you wouldn't have notoriety to begin with, Mariah Carey. So we all know I can't stand her. But that's what I'm saying. I would love to have a conversation with the non-actor Johnny Depp, that humanitarian, soulful survivor brother Johnny Depp. That would be like the best gift anyone could ever give me ever. And it's not because I'm struck on him.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves would be my second.
He does.
Absolutely. But Johnny Depp is number one because of the fact that he survived domestic violence and he stood up for what was right. And not only that, but he's a man and he publicly allowed the cameras to be in there while he spoke his truth and won. And there's a lot to be said for that because a lot of men wouldn't want to do what he did. And he did it. And my respect for him quadrupled at that point because Men are just like, I can't do that. It takes away my man card. I'm not. No, he was like, let's do it. Let's
Right.
go out there and he did. And so I have the utmost respect for the humanitarian domestic violence survivor Johnny Depp. So I would love to have a conversation with him. If anybody can make it happen, I would be at your beck and call for doing so.
All right.
Yeah. I brought us in. You can take us out.
You heifer.
Now I'm a fat cow, everybody. See, I am on my GLP-1. Not happening fast enough, apparently.
Thank you all for listening to Contagious Smile Unstoppable with Victoria and Michael.
And happy International Women's Day.
Congratulations on your award, Victoria.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Your another award.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You see?
But
You're just saying, yeah, yeah, yeah.
because it's not me. The award, yes,
It's
was
what you've
awarded
done.
to me, but it is because of the amazing people I have the honor of working with. And I wish I could meet them under a different capacity than abuse and special needs, but that's how I've met them. And those are the people that vote for me to obtain these awards. And I'm so honored by them, but I don't think I deserve them because I'm just doing what I never had.
Okay, so decongratulate her.
Oh my Lord. Whatever.
We thank you, Victoria, from all 40 million listeners out there. Keep up the good work. One-handed. You're a freaking machine, I swear.
Is that an all metal joke because my whole body's
I
metal?
don't know how you do it.
Is that because I'm all metal?
Yeah, you're a Terminator.
Can you imagine
Nothing
some
can stop you.
Can you imagine some bloke when I'm 150 and I've passed away and I'm sitting on an autopsy table? I want to be on the wall, like in the corner, staring down when somebody's gonna be like, I got punked because they're gonna like think about it. My whole face is metal. I have metal in my back. I have metal in my chin, and like not my boobs are real, not I mean I have metal in my arm and my head and my neck and my spine and my knees and you just go my foot, you go down there and I have all these implanted
Whoa,
devices
easy.
and like this thing is going to be like this thing isn't human, like where's the person? There's no jaws, there's no this, there's no that, it's all metal, right? It's
You've
like
got wires up in you,
I've got wires and
running down your arm, your
oh yeah,
thigh.
and I've got titanium replaced parts and shoulder replacements and you name it, and they're gonna be like, "Oh my God!" Somebody's gonna think they're being punked, but I reserve that till I'm 152. So there you have it.
Good night, y'all.
Later.